Chapter 10. Science and Technology.
Arithmetic. My arithmetic is not very good. Can you add up these numbers for me? Arithmetic. A computer can perform thousands of arithmetic operations in a second.
Average. My teenage daughter is of average height. She wishes she were taller. If you average out the scores, our class got 70%. The average of 3 and 7 is 5. Above average. Below average. Ed's grades at school are well above average. His parents are very proud. On average. On average, girls are better than boys at learning languages.
Beam. I was woken by a beam of light coming in through the curtains. Some beautiful oak beams hold up the roof in the living room.
Calculate. You should calculate exactly how much you spend each month. I've calculated that this trip will cost 40,000 NT dollars. Calculation. According to my rough calculations, the cost will be higher than we expected. Roger is a man of exact calculation. He even plans how many pairs of socks to take for a weekend trip. Calculator. I used a calculator to work out how much 19% interest would cost me on my credit card debt.
CD. Compact disc. CDs cannot hold as much information as DVDs.
Chemistry. The students are doing an experiment in chemistry class.
Code. The detective is trying to break the code in this letter. If you break the criminal code, you will be put in jail. In wartime, messages are coded so the enemy can't understand them.
Cube. My mother cut the cucumber into small cubes and tossed them into the salad.
Digital. Using my digital camera, I can take hundreds of photos and store them on a single card.
Download. You can download a lot of useful information via the internet.
DVD. Digital video disc. These days, people watch movies online instead of renting DVDs.
Electric. An electric blanket will keep you really warm in the winter. Electricity. Electricity is vital to modern life. Without it, we'd have no computers or even lights. Electronic. There's a store around the corner that sells electronic equipment of all kinds, such as cell phones and cameras.
Email. If you receive any more information about the concert, please send me an email. I emailed the wedding video to all my friends.
Engine. You need to get your car engine serviced before a long drive.
Escalator. It's too slow to take the escalator to the 10th floor. Let's take the elevator.
Experiment. They performed an experiment to test how the dangerous chemical reacted to sunlight. It's cruel to experiment on animals to test cosmetic products.
Fax. Scott sent his business partner a fax of the contract. Fax me the price list. I want to take a look.
Gasoline. Gas. My car is nearly out of gasoline, so we have to find a gas station quickly.
Industrial. There is a major industrial park in Hsinchu. Industrialize. When Taiwan industrialized in the 70s and 80s, air pollution became very bad.
Input. It will take a lot of time to input all the data into the computer. The input data you feed into a computer later comes out as processed information.
Internet. Instead of writing letters, people nowadays send messages through the internet.
Invention. The airplane is one of the major inventions of the 20th century.
Launch. Many people are gathering at the dock to watch the launch of a new ship. The Titanic sank shortly after it was launched. The rocket was successfully launched this morning. A new ad campaign was launched this week to stop teenagers from smoking.
Machinery. The machinery in the factory is old and often breaks down.
Mathematical. The mathematical genius has been very interested in numbers since he was a child. Mathematics. Math. Without a good foundation in advanced mathematics, you can't understand modern physics.
Mechanical. We have an old mechanical clock that needs to be wound every day. The mechanical way Vic goes about his business makes him seem like a robot.
Missile. The jet fired a missile at the chemical factory in Iraq.
Monitor. Flat LCD monitors started replacing the regular TV screen type monitors years ago. The police monitored the kidnappers' radio communications.
Motor. This new machine is driven by a small electric motor.
Nuclear. Whether or not to build another nuclear power plant is a controversial issue.
Radar. The Navy uses radar to find and track enemy ships and submarines.
Ray. When going out, Will often wears a hat to protect his head from the sun's rays.
Rocket. The rocket carrying a communications satellite was launched in the early morning. Every year, at the Yanshui Fireworks Festival, you can see huge rocket hives set off over the crowds.
Satellite. NASA sent another satellite into orbit to monitor weather patterns.
Scientific. Scientific studies have shown that green tea is good for our health.
Shuttle. Jennifer caught a shuttle bus to the airport. People all over the world watch the launch of the Space Shuttle Challenger. Tourists are shuttled to the hotel by bus.
Software. Sherry needs a piece of software that can help her do her accounting on her computer.
Stereo. I used to listen to music on my stereo, but now I tune in to online radio stations.
Submarine. The tourists took a submarine ride to view tropical fish under the sea.
Technical. Putting together a computer is a bit technical. Technique. Sandra is a wonderful skater. Her technique is excellent. Technological. The technological development of cell phones in recent years has been amazing. Technology. These young farmers are learning how to apply new technology to their agricultural methods.
Telegram. Before telephones were invented, telegrams were a popular way to send messages to people who were far away.
Telegraph. Sending messages by telegraph is very old-fashioned. Years ago, people telegraphed when they needed to send written messages to others fast.
Telescope. You can see things in the distance with a telescope.
Temperature. The doctor took Neil's temperature and determined that he had a fever.
Upload. Please upload your information to the central computer so I can see it.
Website. If you want more information about this company, visit their website.
X-ray. The X-ray showed that her leg was broken.